honor of the decade coming to an end, I've decided to actually upload a video. I haven't done this for a year, almost two. The last video I made public was March 10th of 2018. So I'm here to give an update of what you might expect on my channel within 2020. That's if I do keep up with myself and stuff like that. Most of the reason I haven't uploaded much this year is due to my mental health and my just physical ability. I haven't been that great, so I haven't found the time to actually do stuff with my YouTube channel, so I've just kind of been on hiatus for a year. I do actually post a few videos, but they're listed as private or with a link just for specific people to be able to see, because, you know, I'm an extremely anxious individual. So, that being said, within the new year, let's count how many times I say So, within the new year, I do plan to actually upload more frequently. I'm gonna try for at least once a month. No promises there. I really want to focus on myself mainly in this new year. So that's a thing. I'm also planning on doing something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. My most popular video is over 6 years old at this point, and I've been wanting to recreate that for a few years now, so I'm gonna do that sometime this year, and if I don't, I'm going to delete my channel. If I don't do that, then I'll do it as soon as I physically can. I do really want to make that video though, that's something extremely high on my list. Second off, I plan to make kind of more tutorial-based content. I work a lot with resin and clay and a bunch of other crafty stuff, so I'm planning on making content with that. But again, no promises due to my very consistent uploading schedule that, you know, everyone seems to love. I'm also planning on more makeup or cosplay type content, seeing as this year and the year before that I really got back into cosplaying. I had originally stopped due to a lot of like insecurity issues, so just being able to enjoy the fact that I can do that again is something I'm actually really happy about. So I plan to make tutorials and stuff like that for stuff I do. They're not good at any way, but I'm still gonna try because I'm gonna be so Canadian here, but you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So I'm gonna take my shots. So that's a thing. I will still keep in like my little theme of very oddly posting a vlog of some type during any important times, so that'll still be a thing. And yeah, so that's what you can expect of me in the new decade. Like I said, it's still undecided of my upload schedule. I still want to shoot for once a month, but it will all depend on how I'm physically and mentally doing. So yeah, that's it for that little part. So my last public video was of me introducing the newest member of our family. Since then, we have gotten another cat. Her name is Maisie. I will go get her actually right now. So, we got this. This is Maisie. She's kind of confused as to why she's in my room right now. Hey. So, yeah. this is Maisie, our newest addition of the family. But there is a reason I did bring this up, so I'm gonna put her back real quick and come back. So, as I previously mentioned, my last video was of me giving an update about our new pet. His name is Levi, he was a cat, and there is some kind of update news that I'm now ready to share. I did plan on doing this last weekend, but I wasn't necessarily ready to discuss it. So, this is still extremely hard to say. So give me a second here. So Levi had been constantly battling an issue of tract infections, and recently it had gotten a lot way worse than it should have gotten. In all sense, I should have spoken up about it more, and I should have brought him to the vet a lot sooner, but due to my anxiety, it's very hard for me to get out of the house, let alone into a car, seeing as now being in a car is one of my very big triggers. So it is partially my fault, but there is nothing I really could have done to get him there faster. So, on the Monday before Christmas, he was struggling a lot. He was in clear physical pain. So the vet had called because we had brought him in earlier in that week, get meds to hopefully clear all of it up. The vet had called and asked how he was doing, and I told them completely honestly what was happening. I was completely blunt about it. My parents weren't home at the time. It was just me there, so she said, okay, bring him in right away. This is now an emergency situation, because what had been happening is he wasn't able to pee for like 2 weeks straight. And it was way too painful for him to do that, so I called up my dad right after I hung up with the vet, and I told him exactly what she told me, and he's like, okay, we're gonna bring him to the vet, we're gonna get this dealt with. What my dad had done was he didn't tell me what was going on because he wanted me to have a decent Christmas. And well, yes, I respect that. I don't like things being kept from me, especially when it's, with my pets and things I'm really passionate about and care about. At the vet, what they had done was they put him in a catheter, they drained him, and what it came out of him, this is gonna get kind of graphic at this point, what it came out of him was extremely, not good. It was a pure black substance. It was not good for him, and even if they did get it cleared up, it would happen again and again and again. So my dad made the decision that Monday to put him down. I didn't find out until Boxing Day, so I took it extremely hard. So that's a thing that's happened. It was what was best for him. I didn't want him to suffer at all. It was painful enough seeing him go through that every day, and I couldn't imagine him still going through that. So Levi is now gone. Maisie is not a replacement. We got Maisie a long time ago. I just never made a video to clarify it. Just wanted to say now that she's not a replacement, we're not replacing him that early. And we won't be replacing him. Levi was extremely special to us, and he sure kept his name extremely, he lived up to that name. So that's it for Levi, I guess. On to more happier things. I'm just gonna basically give a little things that have happened throughout this entire decade. Sure, there have been plenty of bad things, some of which I do plan to talk about later on in the new year, but that's not going to be today's video. So in, I think it was 2017, I was able to participate in my very first talent show. In 2018, I had auditioned for my city's, what is it called? Give me a second. In 2018, I auditioned for my city's little theater thing. What is it called? I auditioned to be part of my city's play. I didn't get a part, but I still extremely enjoyed the experience. Another thing that's kind of known on my channel, I do like singing and anything related to acting, so I was extremely lucky to be able to participate in my city's 150th Canada Day. I can't think. I'm 100% leaving that little flop in because that's perfectly describes my entire brain right now. I was able to participate in my city's 150th Canada Day celebration. I was able to go up and perform on stage in front of my entire city, and I chose an Adele song because Adele is extremely cool, and that's one of my main inspirations for female singers. So I was happy to be able to kind of do that song justice. It is on my channel somewhere. You don't have to watch it, but if you do, and it's there. This was also around the same time that I had begun to get a lot more open about my mental health issues, so that's another thing. And then 2019. 2019, I finally left my old school. I am wearing the hoodie because that school did play a big part of who I am now, even if it wasn't the greatest. But I was able to transfer schools, and the school that I went to, I went every single day. I think I did make an update at one point about me not being able to go to my old school. I would be sitting in a bathroom, walked in there, just not having a good time. So the fact that I was able to go from that to being there every single day, becoming part of clubs, performing on stage, and then I was able to graduate. And I got a little plaque for arts and language, so that was something I actually didn't expect. I was able to kind of be lead for our graduation song, and I was also one of the leads for 2019's my county's dance festival, so that was also something really cool. And then I also did the talent show that year, and I got more into theatrics and stuff like that. I kept playing the flute, something I've done and I'm gonna keep doing. I plan to learn more instruments too. So that was mostly my school life. And for my more personal life, this is the year that I came out as trans, and this is the first time actually saying it to audience. So hi, I'm AJ, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me to be finally able to say that, which is weird. But I've been a lot more open with myself this year. I went to Pride for the past 2 years. I've made a lot of great friends, especially through cosplaying. I've made this one really, really great friend, and I'm very, very lucky to be able to have them in my life. So if you're watching this, that was oh no. If you're watching watching this, then hi, yes, I'll talk soon. Yeah. um, Throughout this year, I also kind of, I don't know how to say it. Throughout this year, I became more of my own person. Let go of a lot of things. But there's still going to be things that bother me, especially seeing as in the past year, there were a lot of things that came up and stuff like that. But that's it for emotional wise, I guess. And now on to physical. As most of you know, I was diagnosed with reactive arthritis after I got strep throat when I was 6 or 7. I was one of those. I had gotten really bad strep throat, and the infection then went down into my muscles in my knee. Um, since then, it's progressed. I now have juvenile arthritis in everywhere. I have it in, I think, 9 of 10 fingers. I think this is the only finger I don't have arthritis in. I have it in my feet, my legs, my hips, my shoulders, my neck is everywhere. Even my elbows, they're just a mess. And then I also have a 10-degree curve in my spine, so that's a fun thing to have. The weather doesn't really help, so it's been flaring on and off again. So that's a thing that I've been having to come to terms with and kind of figure out where I'm going from there. I do have some support items. I have knee brace and insoles, and I have a lot of exercises that I do every day, so that's a thing. Um, Another thing, I I did a thing earlier this year that I do have planned to actually upload at one point. Um, it's a thing I did. Uh, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say to it. So yeah, that's hopefully stuff I'm gonna get done within 2020. But like I said, there's no promises. But I would like to say a huge thank you to any of my friends watching this, any of my subscribers out there, especially to DJ. They've been with me through this entire thing, and they always have managed to comment at least once on every single video I've uploaded. So they're a really cool person. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to keep going, as your support has been extremely welcomed. So hopefully I will see you all in the new year, the new decade. I'm not gonna make the I'll see you next year joke, because I swear to God, if I hear another one of those today, I'm gonna cry. But that is besides my point. I hope you all have a great New Year's, and I'll see you soon. And that's a promise.